You've been selected to participate in the Family Feud edition of Chopp'd.
We get an email from Jonathan. He wants us to do a cooking show.
Like the one we've been watching, the Chopp'd one that he does.
Exactly.
The ingredients are something from a box, something that begins with the letter C.
Congrats! You've been selected to participate in episode 6 of Chopp'd. I know, because I sent out the email.
Something from a box, something that begins with the letter C, something red, and something crunchy. I think I have just the thing.
Something from a box. Something that begins with the letter C. Something red. Something crunchy.
Crunchy C red box. What shall I make?
You've got mail.
Ooh.
Hi everyone, welcome to my kitchen. Here's my counters, nice and clean because I knew everyone was going to be looking at my kitchen today.
Welcome to our kitchen.
Hi, I'm Katie Barris Sullivan, coming to you quarantining from our beach house in Duck, North Carolina. This is where the magic happens.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Barris Family Kitchen in Southampton, New Hampshire.
Hello, I forgot to mention, my name is Rich Toronto. I'm married to Jeff Dalton. And this, again, is my kitchen. We're gonna have turkey chili, and it's just begun. But it's gonna go fast. We're hungry, and I'm a little low blood sugar right now myself.
Hey everybody, Steve Dalton, ready to participate in this Family Feud edition of Chopp'd. Here I am in my kitchen. We're in Charleston, South Carolina today, and we are ready to rock this challenge.
Hi, I'm Tim Barris from Falls Church, Virginia, cousin of Jonathan Barris. And this is our kitchen in the Barris house.
So welcome back. So here I am in my kitchen, ready to start my featured dish. It's going to be chicken parmesan, chicken for C. We've got the first one. So now I'm going to need my ingredients. I'm going to need a little help from my camera lady. I'm going to need flour and panko crumbs. Where are they?
Go to the left of the stove to the cabinet, the tall cabinet. It's in there.
All right.
Let's see. I'm gonna make some rice out of a box. Some chicken broth to cook it in.
Chicken breast, some mozzarella,
This is the other wing. And so what we need is something red and something crunchy and something from a box and something with the letter C. We've got that covered. Here's my expansive stocks of food. We're in a pandemic, so we need to have lots of things. And one of those things comes in a box, and this is only slightly expired by a couple of months, or 4.
And crunchy? I need better inspiration than this.
All right, looking for something that's in a box.
Crunchy,
Crunchy.
red.
Red starts with the C. There is nothing in here. Okay.
Red velvet cake mix,
Baby
perfect.
cracker. Let's find something crunchy. The Crunchaberry. Is there anything crunchier than the Crunchaberry? No, it's going to be the crunchiest ever. I have to
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Birthday, 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 birthday.
Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. I've done this for 40 seconds. So we are done now washing my hands, but that was a required shot.
Chicken parm. Got the crunchy and the chicken, the red for the sauce, and C for chicken.
Alright, so C is for chicken, and that's good enough for me. And so we're gonna go with a tortilla crusted air fried chicken on red mashed potatoes, and we searched long and hard to find bacon in a box.
Well, I am excited for this challenge, and I have been inspired by my favorite breakfast cereal. I'm going to be making Captain Crunch fried chicken with a red raspberry sriracha dipping sauce. Let's see how it turns out.
Today, we are going to be making red velvet cupcakes with cream cheese icing and crunchberry crunch topping on the icing.
So now we begin the prep work for the chicken parmesan. What I do is I use chicken breasts. It will work equally well if you happen to have veal. I put it in a Ziploc bag, and you want to use something because you're going to want to pound the chicken breasts not only to tenderize it, to get them thin within, say, 1/4 to 1/2 inch. So I use a hammer. You can use anything hard, the edge of the plate, or even your head.
Okay, let's see if the green beans are done. Oh, they look beautiful. Let me. Oh.
This is very unique, Donnie. You're cooking on an actual stove. No vacuum sealed bag, no sous vide.
No.
This is amazing. You can actually smell the food cooking.
Okay, so I'm going to start with doing the chicken. Some people do an egg wash. I like to do it in butter. It makes it crispier. So I'm going to take a thin chicken breast, dredge it in the butter, then in the Italian panko crumbs. Make sure it's coated.
Use one of my favorite tools in the kitchen, the mortar and pestle. It's like a caveman.
Just for extra credit, I'm gonna throw a red onion in because it's red, kinda.
And we're live. Well, welcome back to the kitchen here. We've got a lot of things going on. We've got our chicken cutlets prepared in nice tenders. I put together some breading, some flour to get the breading to adhere. We've got a little flour, paprika, a little celery salt, fresh crushed black pepper. We've got our egg wash, eggs scrambled with a little bit of milk, and then the pièce de résistance, the Captain Crunch topping.
I'm now mixing the batter, which has water, oil, and eggs, and of course the cake mix that came from the box, Betty Crocker.
It's pretty red.
And it's pretty red.
So now we take the finished prepped chicken breasts and we're going to take and fry them. I use a cast iron pan with some good olive oil. Heat the oil until it's pretty hot before you add the chicken. And you're going to want to fry this chicken up until it's real crisp on one side. Flip it over, do the same thing on the other side.
And now I have to blanch the green beans, which I always do. It keeps them nice and green. And then I'm going to add it with the almonds later. There they are. They're all blanched.
Okay, so I have my oven at 450. I'm going to put these chicken breasts in for about 20 to 25 minutes. In the same time, I'm going to put on my pot of water to boil for the pasta.
Air fried, pan fried, deep fried, doesn't matter. Colonel's got nothing on these spices.
Oh, hi. Well, how many pounds does this take? We are back. Oh, 1 pound. Okay, so we have some turkey that's browning, and soon we'll be adding some more stuff, vegetables of sorts, and chili seasoning mix, which will be easy peasy. It'll be over soon, you guys. It'll be so quick.
Welcome back, everybody. What we're working on now is our red raspberry sriracha dipping sauce. We've got under a little bit of a low boil here some organic red raspberries, because nothing screams organic like Captain Crunch.
Oh my God.
Mix is ready.
It's very red. Disaster. Oh my God.
I mean, this is really quite the mess.
So the finished fried cutlets are all been drained, and they're ready to go into a baking dish. So the first thing you want to do is you want to put a little red sauce in the bottom of the baking dish.
Here's the cranberry relish, and I think I'm gonna doctor this up with some soy sauce, some little wine, and we'll grate in some garlic and some ginger.
So the water's boiling. Going to add a little EVOO so it doesn't stick to itself. A little garlic salt for seasoning. And then, like I said, my favorite pot-sized thin spaghetti. No breaking, no mess, no muss. Get them in there.
First into the egg and Greek yogurt mixture. We were supposed to have buttermilk, but COVID and all that.
Oh, hi again. Ooh, action shot.
Ooh! That sriracha is great for your mama.
So we just put the cupcakes in the oven. They are about as red as you can possibly get anything. Red dye number 5 was really doing its job.
Then add dealer's choice, more red sauce on top. Covering the chicken cutlets like so. Spread that out.
All right, the chicken is golden and crunchy now. So the last minute, put some slices of mozzarella right on top. 1 slice for each.
A good spray with the avocado oil. And into the air fryer.
Now what we've got to do is we've got to get this going into the egg wash, and what that's going to do is going to allow that Captain Crunch to be nice and coated on our piece.
Red.
What you are supposed to be seeing is me describe the wonderful crispiness of the Captain Crunch fried chicken. I go on to explain how the delicate balance of sweet and salty excite the taste buds. You would then hear me detail how the red raspberry sriracha dipping sauce is an exquisite pairing, with that fruity tanginess and just the right amount of spicy heat. Instead, you are seeing what happens when your camera woman doesn't realize she's in photo mode.
More things from a box. Lily said I could pour as much of this as I wanted, but I'm now nervous since the great vanilla disaster of 2020. Is that enough?
Sure.
Dipping my chicken in some flour with some cayenne pepper, salt and pepper, and I'm gonna brown this on both sides. And the rice is done. I'll keep that warm, and warming up the cranberry relish.
And now you cross your fingers. And we're gonna add, I'm sure we'll add a little bit extra to this, but we're gonna cook it down for a while. Like I said, we're just winging this and we're hungry. I have no idea how long, but we'll figure it out and we'll be right here by its side to make sure it's all good.
Bacon mashers of fresh red skin potatoes, fresh organic milk, some fresh butter. Very healthy meal.
I'm adding another one in. What the hell?
Hopefully there's enough in here and we don't have to go back and get another bag.
I think we can use all the colors of crunch berries instead of just
Here, look at this one. That's perfect. It's very ripe, red, a little smaller than I remember when I had a bit of a crunch berry addiction. I'm not gonna lie to you. Good one. No, this one doesn't make it. It's got a little bit of blue in there. Someone got mixed in with the blueberries. That's got to go.
So there we are. We have our chicken parmesan all plated up. We've served that over our favorite pasta, mangia.
That looks pretty well. Put another one on there. And we have our cranberry relish that was doctored up.
So the chicken's done, and I've added some red marinara sauce, obviously. And I'm going to put it on our plate. And I'm going to add the thin spaghetti with a dash of Parmigiano Reggiano. And to add to our redness of the dish, little red pepper flakes, and top that with some marinara. And there you have chicken parm.
All right, so what we're doing now, we're plating our fried chicken by putting it on top of, Jasmine's got a Close Encounters of the Third Kind of motif going. Putting the roasted corn and then some scallions. And then we're gonna put some bacon, of course, and the final part, our favorite part, is the honey. Tried to get that in slow-mo. Didn't.
Well, because we're glamorous in this household, I put a little cheese on the bottom of the crunchy taco shells. And we'll also put some at the top as well. And some sour cream, just because we're gluttonous. And it's a pandemic, so we're just gonna get fat.
Perfect. The chicken came out perfect. About 15 minutes in the air fryer, all ready to go. We're gonna get plated and finish this challenge off. We've got our Captain Crunch fried chicken all ready to go here. The dog is ready for me to drop that, but he's not getting it today. Finish that off. We've got our sriracha red raspberry dipping sauce here. Get that. And here we go.
All right, we're down to the finishing touches here. Our last one, icing and crunch berrying on our red velvet cake. And we're putting the cream cheese icing on. I'm doing a horrible job. That's to be expected. I'm not much of a baker, clearly. I like lots of icing, so we're gonna put lots of it on. There we go. And now,
Alright.
the final touches. The crunch berries.
Jonathan Barris, challenge accepted. Yes!
Challenge accepted, Lacey and Jonathan.
Challenge accepted, Lacey. Challenge accepted, Barris.
Challenge accepted, Lacey.
Challenge accepted, Barris. We have turkey chili tacos with cheese, crunchy tacos, and sour cream.
And red.
And lots of red. Thank you. Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted. Captain French fried chicken, red raspberry sriracha dipping sauce, all ready to go for you.
Voila, here it is. Red velvet cupcakes with cream cheese icing and fresh crunch berries. Challenge accepted.
Oh, inside the window.
Inside the window. If you click up in the top.
Oh, the grid. Oh, everybody's
Bingo! Bingo!
There we go. That's why we do this. Okay, and we're going live in 5, 4, 3. Hey, everybody! Welcome to the Chopp'd Family Feud Edition. Great job, everybody! Round of applause. I wanted to start off this episode because you guys are all so good at singing "Happy Birthday." I want to wish happy birthday to Steve Dalton. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to
Happy birthday, Steve.
So happy birthday, Steve.
Thank you.
Happy belated birthday, his brother to Jeff. The big 5-0 this year.
Happy 5-0.
Thank you for pointing that out.
Your 25th birthday.
Okay. Yes, all right.
Not your boyfriend,
So I thought that this was a really interesting idea. We've been doing it at work, and I figured, what the hell? Let's throw the family in the mix and see what we get. To shocking results. I thought it was really. I've never laughed so much at cutting together a thing. And Barb and Skip, I want to start with you guys first. Skip, it seems like that's one of your staples. That's something you feel comfortable cooking.
Yeah, it was good.
It was good?
In a mini way.
Let me ask you a question. Does Barb move things around the kitchen on you a lot? Is that
Oh, God, every day is a scavenger hunt, right?
You look great.
That's a short-term memory.
Yeah, right.
I know where the panko is.
We all know where the panko is now. It's to in the cabinet to the left of the stove.
Yeah, exactly. You got it.
Try to find it today.
Yeah, right. Scale of 1 out of 10, Skip, how would you say that the chicken parm came out?
Oh, it was awesome. I'd say probably 8.
8? Hey, pretty good. Very nice.
Maybe you should ask me what I thought about it.
Okay, Barb, what did you think of it?
Actually, I thought it was an 8. It was good. It came out really good.
What a couple chuck-ups.
I might need to bleep that. I don't know. Okay, Katie, back-to-back chicken parm. I've never heard of butter dredging the chicken.
Yes, I actually had found. I was trying to avoid cooking with oil just because I thought it would be so messy and hard to video. And I found this recipe that said when you're baking it, it comes out crispier if you use butter instead of the egg. So I was like, we'll give it a try. We'll see. And it was good.
Was it crispy?
I mean, there's never anything bad with butter, right? So
This is true. This is true.
The first time you used butter?
it was my first time. Yeah.
Okay, and what would you say out of 10? What would you rate it?
Let's see. I would say 7 out of 10.
Did the dog get any?
Right. I thought that was going to come up on video for sure. 2 dogs while cooking was risky.
No.
I was happy to take one.
I'm sorry, real quick. We need to bounce it down to Mr. Swedish Chef. How was your cooking demonstration in Sweden today?
Oh, det var underbart.
I don't know. I think he had some German in there.
Now,
should happen. What was the Herrensies?
So I'm really curious, Mr. Swedish Chef, how you learned to cook tacos in Sweden.
How to learn to cook tacos in Sweden.
Doof. And the bop up, and they cut about to the eating off, and because they thought and do poof. And the both of
Oof. Come on, Pat.
He said he just throws them together and adds a little Swedish to the flavor of them.
Now,
Of course.
in
I
Swedish,
think that's what he said.
all right. Now, obviously, in Swedish, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give your meal?
4 to 12.
Oh, what would you give your meal?
4 to 12.
Huh?
About 12.
12. Oh, he said 12.
12.
Okay, Rich, I got to talk to you. That looked like a complicated meal. You were just winging that.
I mean, yeah. Basically, yeah.
I'm impressed.
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, it was. We literally did that whole thing in about 15 minutes, and I was starving. What did I expect from a hike or something?
Yeah, and we wanted tacos.
Yeah, well,
it started out as chili and ended up as tacos. I'm impressed.
Yes. So it was chili tacos, but it came out very good. It was,
we needed the crunchy, so we added the tacos to the chili.
Jeff, you sounded a little hangry in the middle.
In the middle, I was.
He was hangry.
Yeah. When's this going to be done?
Yeah.
How long?
Slipped it in.
How long? Well, I thought he was going to give a little more instruction. Kind of just threw it all in, and we went from there.
Oh, hold on. You know what? I'm gonna start this all over because people are gonna be watching this real quick. I'm gonna retrace my steps.
Who's watching this?
A lot of people are watching this.
I thought that was not.
Oh no! This is getting broadcast.
Your boss.
Yeah. Skip and Barb, can you tell us a little bit about where are you guys located? Where did you do the cooking, and what is your relationship to me?
To you.
Yes.
Okay. So we are Jonathan's aunt and uncle. I'm Donna's, his mother's sister. And we live in Amherst, New Hampshire. And we've been here for about 4 years. And we did our cooking in our 55-plus kitchen.
Awesome. Thank you. Mom
Usually
and
a
Dad.
pigsty in there, by the way.
What?
Usually a filthy pigsty. She did clean up very well.
I worked hard at that.
Mom and Dad, you don't need to tell us the relationship. Just tell us where you guys are coming to us from and where you cooked.
Go ahead.
No, you start.
From Salisbury, Massachusetts.
Okay.
That's it?
That's succinct.
That's all you have to say? I never heard you say that little in your life.
I'm sorry. I literally speak English.
He's camera shy.
Yeah. Katie, where did you come to? Where were you doing your meal from?
We were doing our cooking in Duck, North Carolina. And yes, it is not my regular kitchen. So that's another part of what makes it tricky. It is my summer kitchen, but it's tiny. So it has storage, like a little square over here, a little square over here, and a little square over here.
Are you finding that are you finding everything that you need to do regular cooking, or are you scrimping and kind of?
No. It's been pretty well stocked here. There's still just zero paper products.
We'll mail down toilet paper.
Literally. I don't know what people do with paper products. But yeah, food's fine.
Swedish chef, were you cooking in Stockholm, or where were you coming to us from? Auntie Pat and Paul, where are you guys coming to us? Where did you do your cooking?
Well, I was let out of the place for a couple of days. And it's a little place they put people away down the road here in Northport, Florida. Yeah. Northport, Florida.
Okay, now Rich and Jeff, where are you guys coming to us from?
We're in Vallejo, California. It's about 30 miles north of San Francisco.
Very nice.
Nice.
And how are you guys finding getting the essentials? I saw your taco shells were about 4 months. Both of you.
That's fresh.
That's well, we're doing well. We're stocked up. We have paper products and food and a yard and 2 little doggies to keep us company. So it's not been terrible. It's an adjustment, but it's been good. I mean, for as well as can be expected. We're hanging out with each other like a lot.
Yep. I gotta say, cheese on the bottom of the tacos, pro move, dude. I'm telling you.
Hey, Rich, you got to try some different outfits, you know? Ice and light.
Don't encourage him.
Are you talking about his apron?
All right, so I'm sorry, Steve. Captain Crunch, and now we're coming to the Captain Crunch crew. We got Steve and Tim at the at the end of the line. My God, Captain Crunch with for on fried chicken.
Well, I'm coming to you from Charleston, South Carolina. So when you're down in the South, you have to fry everything. And what better way to give it that crunch than No, I didn't get the berry crunch. However, they no longer give you the prizes in the box. You actually have to get like a QR code and download an app, and 10 months later you'll get a little toy. But
Hey, Steve, how's that dial-up working?
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
That was
So funny. Steve, was it very sweet? Was it sweet, the chicken?
Actually, it wasn't. Thank you. It wasn't as sweet as you would think. I thought it was going to be overpoweringly sweet, and it wasn't bad actually. So we all ate it up. It was good, tasty.
Did it tear out of the roof of your mouth?
No, that's a great question because normally it does, right? But I think because you put a little bit of oil in there and it soaks it all up, and it was just the right amount of crunch.
10 out of 10. Do it again?
Oh yeah, I would do it again.
Really?
Yeah, I would, and I think the raspberry sauce helped balance the sweet with a little bit of pepper sauce in there. So
Could have used a little crunch berries in there.
I thought about that. That was a little bit of inspiration, but I figured that would be too sweet.
Tim Crunchberries, Mr. Crunchberry Man, Mr. Crunchberry aficionado. Where are you coming to us from?
I'm coming from Falls Church, Virginia, east side. As opposed to Katie, who's on the west side. East side,
West
baby.
Sider.
And
from the mean streets of Lake Barcroft down here.
How are you finding getting provisions, getting your basic stuff? Is everything good?
It's pretty good. It's interesting. There's two things, or one thing that could not be found for about 3 weeks here. Tombstone frozen pizza. There wasn't a single Tombstone frozen pizza in 4 of the grocery stores that are in a 1 mile radius of my house. It was unbelievable. And now getting any pork products and ground beef is actually hard to find too.
Really?
In the stores here.
Oh, you better come down here.
Yeah. You got all the pork farms down there.
Yeah, we've
all the
got
pig
pork.
farms.
We need to start like a toilet paper pork rotation drop amongst us.
Exactly.
All right, so Tim, tell me a little bit about your recipe. It seems like cooking cupcakes is something new for you.
It was definitely new for me. So I got stuck on a couple things. My original idea was to do a crab cake with red pepper flakes in it, and I wanted to do it on a bed of like crushed potato chips and have it kind of like an idea, different like version of shrimp and grits, except not shrimp and grits. And then everyone yelled at me and said that was a stupid idea. So then I got stuck on Captain Crunch for the crunch stuff. And my original idea was I was hoped it would have enough berries that I could really smash them up and kind of sprinkle them on the top, so it would have that top piece on there. But it just kind of, the red velvet cake, the crunch berries, just all kind of came to mind. It seemed like a good idea. my assistant, my daughter Lily, who helped me out quite a bit. She hadn't done red velvet cake before, so she walked me through it, as you can see on the video.
I like the fact that you left the crunch berries intact on top. I thought that was a nice move.
I gotta tell you, this actually tasted. They actually tasted really. They really added to the. I was surprised how much they added to the flavor of the cupcake at the end of the day.
How red were they, Tim?
Let me tell you, red dye number 5. You can't beat it.
That was awesome.
You guys gotta make me go out and buy Captain Crunch now. Like,
Yes,
I'm really
definitely.
for Captain Crunch.
We had a lot of it as kids, so came to mind right away.
Yes, we are famed. Every time my dad comes to visit our house, he goes, I hope you guys have Captain Crunch. That's why I'm here.
That's the one. We're out of toilet paper, but we are stocked up.
Right, like a Captain Crunch.
It's good because there's no fiber in Captain Crunch, so you're good.
It's actually gluten-free of all things, if you guess. So, that's good for you.
Genius.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
All right, Barbara and Skip, real quick, which meal of all of the meals that you saw would you pick for you to eat next?
Actually, I think it was Rich's. I liked the way they zoomed in on the meal, so you could really see what he was cooking. And I was getting hungry for Mexican food after seeing it.
Katie, if you had to pick one, what would you choose?
I have an incredible sweet tooth, so I would have gone with the cupcake for sure.
Mom and Dad, which one?
I think I would have gone with Rich's.
Oh, thank you.
Jeff, which one would you pick?
Food-wise, I would say Steve's.
Rich?
Yeah.
I was impressed with Steve's too, but every time I go to an Italian restaurant, I almost always get chicken parm, so that would be up there as well. But, there was a couple of them, I think, right?
Yep.
Steve?
Can I say one thing?
Sure.
No.
I feel it was very, very good.
It was.
I picked my own, but it was good. Really.
Very modest. Very modest.
Modest. Yeah.
But no buts.
Steve?
Donna, yours looked delicious, and I'd love to choose it to help you out because I know you're really reaching for votes right now. But I gotta give it to the Swedish chef. No one can combine things like him, and the way he worked himself throughout the kitchen was masterful. So.
Thank you, godson.
Hands that way now.
Matt and Paul, which one would you guys pick? I'm sorry, Swedish chef and interpreter.
I'm going for the cupcakes.
Yeah.
Tim, awesome.
He's a mother's son. I want to know what you were cooking, John and Jack.
That was an air fried chicken on mashed potatoes with corn and bacon with
And a honey drizzle.
and a honey drizzle.
The honey drizzle is good.
I think I might have went for that.
It was tasty. It
Yeah,
was pretty good. We do that one all the time.
Can you split as a couple?
Yeah, we did too. Tim?
Well, I got to tell you, as an equal opportunity eater, I thought they all looked great. It would be really hard to choose anyone, and I like any and all type of food, but I think I'd have to go with my Crunch brother over there.
Crunch Bros.
Crunch brother.
That's awesome.
Awesome. Well, guys, thank you so much for indulging me and taking me up on this challenge. We all have to cook food. We might as well record it, and we might as well have fun and get to know some other people in the process. So, outstanding job. The most entertaining episode yet. Way to go. Round of applause. Great job.
Thanks, Jonathan.
Dollop, a dollop, a dollop, dollop, dollop.
There was a minor incident with the vanilla.
We're mitigating the vanilla spill.
Don't you need something red?
Something red.
challenge.
A packet will need to have a packet.
Okay. Guys, we got more paprika?
3 eggs.
Tres huevos. Perhaps the name of my next band. If I had a band.
Some more red. Am I on? Ah. This isn't technically Mexican, but this is awesome. I don't know if you guys are very aware of this on the East Coast, but this is amazing. Hot sauce. Just a little hot sauce. A dab will do ya.